I'm an advocate for all types of property. Everything works if it's a unit, villa, townhouse, house, duplex, blocks of units. Everything works well in a well-diversified portfolio, diversifying across 2 to 3 states, diversifying across types of properties is key. Obviously, not going and buying new stuff, especially new and off the plan or house and land packages. We steer away from that stuff. It's all established blue collar, working class type of stock that you can buy well under the replacement value, between 250 to 350, 400,000 per property. So if it's a unit, 250 to 350, 400 mark. Houses, 400, between 250 to 400. Once we're hitting about 500, that's when we like to look at duplexes, 600 duplexes. Once we're hitting about 700, blocks of 3s, blocks of 4 units. So that's a typical price point, well under the replacement value, strong yields of 6 to 8%. We don't look at anything less than 5. That's our cutoff, but everything's typically between 6 to 8%, depending on the purchase price and condition. Location will drive that yield. But this is essentially phase one. And we start by buying a unit, 1 or 2 bed unit, then a villa townhouse with a little courtyard. Once you're into a couple of them in the likes of Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, we then like to move out into the regions to buy houses on large parcels of land where it'll give you that opportunity to do a small development, if it's putting a granny flat or subdividing it to build a second house. Once you're in a couple of those houses, we then like to move on to a duplex, which is 2 units on one site, and then leverage the growth into a block of 3 or 4 units. Then you have your solid all-weather residential foundation portfolio, 10 properties within a 10-year window. You don't need big bucks to start. 50 grand cash, 200,000 borrowing capacity, and they can get you going. And you leverage from one deal to the next and keep growing and building and compounding your wealth. You don't need big bucks to invest in property. You can just get in and then let the market do the heavy lifting, and provide you can buy property well under the replacement value with strong yields in growth corridors that is timing the market well. The market will do the heavy lifting, and you can leverage your growth, and the rents will continue to run, and it just snowballs. This is phase one. Once you've got to phase one, you may want to pull up stumps there, let the rent pay off the debt, hold an unencumbered portfolio. You may want to try and buy a family home by leveraging the portfolio or selling down some to buy the family home